Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I'm doing something totally different today. Something that I found on Pinterest. I haven't had my lunch yet, so this is going to be my lunch. And hi, Arlene. You're the first one in. I want to talk for a little bit. Hi, good to see you. I'm going to talk for a few minutes to give people a chance to get in here. And there's my daughter. My daughter's coming in. Blue eyes. Hi, good to see you. My daughter isn't here yet, but she will be. Hi, good to see you. Welcome to everybody coming in. And thank you for coming in here. Thank you for sharing it out. Thank you for just being here. I appreciate it very much. Crystal's here. Erlene is here. All the people that are here, I really appreciate it, because this ought to be a good lunch. I've got my lettuce on my plate. I'm going to have some pretty good. It costs for different leaves, but I couldn't find any, so I just used regular lettuce. So this ought to be a good lunch nonetheless, and I can do any way with it I want. I can cut these back too, and I can fold them up if I want to. Oh yes, isn't she cute? I didn't have a stand to sit her on, so I just put her on a dictionary for right now to raise her up a little bit. Yeah, she's adorable, isn't she? I want to give everybody a chance to get in here first before I start doing my Periscope. That's what Alexa suggested, to get more people to come in here, because if I start right away, most people will miss it. So I'll talk for a little bit and find out how everybody's doing, how your weather's doing. I see more coming in. That's awesome. Thank you for everybody coming in, sharing this out most of all, and giving me the hearts to let me know the Periscope's working fine. So I watched my replay from yesterday morning, and it really wasn't very good. It was really blurry on the replay, so I can see what everybody said. It was really blurry. So I hope it's fine now, because I hate it when when my replay isn't very good, when the live stream is not good and it makes the replay. There's Linda. Good to see you, Linda. Welcome. Makes the replay look terrible. Oh, you have? Small. You have seen those small. Oh, I haven't seen. You know, I may have to look for something like that, but for right now, I just got sitting on a dictionary that I bought. I didn't have a stand or anything for it, so I just wanted to raise it up a little bit. And as I know, Alexis has got hers on a stand. She may have bought the stand for it. I don't know. But she's got an actual stand for it. So anyway, this is going to be a simple recipe. And you see, I've got chickpeas in my bowl, and I'm ready to start mashing them in a little bit. As soon as I get more people in here, then I'll tell you what I'm going to do as I'm doing it. Because everything will be done in this bowl. And I didn't get my mayo, so let me go get that. I use vegan mayo. I had to buy some more because I'm just about out. But welcome to everybody's coming in. And if you're losing connection, I'm sorry to hear that, because it seems like Periscope is... Oh, well, it's always freezing on you, Arlene. Is it freezing for anybody else? If it's not freezing for anybody, else, I'm going to continue on, because I want to get this done. There's Tabby Trees. Good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to everybody coming in. Oh, it's fine. Good. Okay, it looks like you're the only one, Arlene. But Arlene, I think Arlene, she's in a different town, and when she goes to a different town with her son, she ends up not getting a very good connection. So I didn't think it was anybody else. But anyway, I've got a can of chickpeas in here, and I'm going to mash them the best I can. So everybody knows this is the mix and mash from Pampered Chef. They are very hard to mash. Very hard to get, because you want to thin them out some. You want to mash them up, because you want to make this on the lettuce. You want to make it so they don't fall off the lettuce or a plate, whatever. I suppose you're somewhere else, another town, Arlene. When you get to another town, you never have a very good connection. And I don't use Wi-Fi for my Periscope. My Wi-Fi wasn't working before I came in here anyway. I had to reset it for some unknown reason. It was real funky. My YouTube was kicking out on my computer. It just kept going and going and going, and then it finally said I had no internet connection. I says, what? No internet connection? So I went and troubleshooted the problems. It got fixed, so finally it works. So hopefully I don't get that problem again. I don't know what it was, but the Windows network detected it and got it fixed. Yep, you're back. You're back. Okay, I'm mashing these up as good as I can. And my avocado, I kind of set it together so it wouldn't turn brown on me until I was ready to come in here. I'm going to take my, I don't know what I just did with my small knife. Here it is. And I'm just going to cut this up, and this is going to get mashed right into this too. I'm just going to cut this up, cut them up kind of small so we can mash this up in here. And this is just a new avocado. As you can see, it's plenty ripe enough, but it's not too overly ripe. You don't want to get them too overly ripe. Get them too overly ripe, and then they're hard to work with. Take this thing off. I'm going to just get around this pit. I didn't get the pit off, so I'll just go around because I got to mash it anyway. So. But this is a nice avocado. Oh, you would, John. You would. Ugh. Stop being so dramatic. Ugh. Well, I don't love brown avocados. Ugh. Brown avocados make me sick. Ugh. No, I did. No, I haven't yet. No. No. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. No, I haven't done that yet. I know what my other thing was. I was telling you yesterday what I was getting in Pampered Chef. I'll throw this away, and then I'll tell you. I just remembered what the other item was. I couldn't remember what it was. As soon as I wash my hands. Then I'll tell you what I'm ordering from Erlene's party. I ordered 3 things. And I told you about the other 2. One was the, oh God, what was it? I can't remember what it was now. Oh, the cutting board and the measuring cups, the readable measuring cups, the smaller ones. And I also got the scoop loop. The scoop loop I did not have, so I ordered the scoop loop. So that's what the other item was. Okay, now I'm going to try to mash this avocado. It's not as ripe as it could be. It should be a little easier to... It's going to be a little hard to mash, but I think I'll make it okay. Because you want it mashed down as much as you can get it. Poor Erlene. She keeps losing connection. My. If only she could stay home. But she's got a son that likes to go all the time. So she has to take him out. And he wants to be gone from home. I would get kind of tired of that. So she has to take him where he wants to go. And she can never stay home very long to enjoy her time at home. She's got to be out running around in her car. So she gets in parts of town so she doesn't even probably are not familiar to her, and the connection is not very good. So I feel for you, Erlene. I think that would drive me crazy if I had to go all the time. It just gets old, gets kind of monotonous. But you know, I understand it though. You know, you got to do what he asks you to do. You know. You're his mom after all, you know, and he has nobody else. So, you know, your husband doesn't drive, so you have to do it. So, anyway, I'm trying to get this mashed as best I can. I think it's going to look pretty good. You can see it's... Because this thing really mashes really well. I use this for mashed potatoes as well. To mash potatoes. Instead of using a regular potato masher, I use this now. Because it seems like it does a better job. It's something that you might get stuck in there. Boy, this really works your arms, I'll tell you. Okay, I think this will be good. And right now, it doesn't seem too awful hot. I've got my fan running and it seems cooled off. I got my windows and doors closed. We're going to get 90 today, but it doesn't seem to be that hot. My dogs are sleeping, so I figured as long as they're sleeping and being good, I'm just going to come in here and do this. Okay, now, it says, okay. Adding the avocado and continuing rinsing until well mixed and consistency here. Okay. All right. Add celery, onions, and lemon juice and stir until mixed. Okay. I got my celery and onion here. And then there's 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I just took a lemon and squeezed it out and made sure there was a tablespoon in here, and there is. So I'm going to put that in here. Okay. Now I got to get me a spoon. Oh, good to see you too. Actually, I don't think I want that in there. Good to see you too. I'm going to this wrong. I didn't want that in there. I'm going to add other things to this, like a cucumber and a tomato. I got some alfalfa sprouts. I did buy some alfalfa sprouts. Walmart did not have them, but the store that I don't shop with very much had alfalfa sprouts. So I'm going to be putting those on the top. And alfalfa sprouts, I love them. You know, you could put alfalfa sprouts on a bread and have a real good sandwich with alfalfa sprouts. Okay. Now, it says, okay, add soy onions and go stir to a mix. Add salt and pepper to taste. Well, I don't put pepper in there, but I'll add a little bit of salt. Let's hope I don't get too much, because you can put too much salt in there, and then once you put it in, you cannot take it out. I found that out the other day. I got too much in something, and boy, I couldn't get it back out. I'll just put that in there, and that's it. I think that's plenty. It shouldn't be too much. So I'm going to mix it around in here anyway. Got a little bit of avocado that didn't quite get mashed up, but I don't think it really matters, because it'll be good nonetheless. Well, I still haven't got very many in here, and even stood talked for a little bit. This is the afternoon. This is when I normally come on, and yet people aren't coming in here, but I'm thankful for what I do have. Okay. All right, and I'm a total lettuce leaf. All right. I've got 2 lettuce leaves here. I'll just do one at a time. I'll take this one off. This is brand new lettuce that I just bought today, and I washed it. So I'm going to put some on the lettuce leaf, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a tomato and cucumber in that, and put it on the top. I could make this like a boat too if I wanted to. Make it like it. Take that bottom off. Just take it like make it like a boat, and I can fold it over. Actually, fold it over. Now I'm going to take pickle. Put a slice of pickle on here, and this has been washed and everything. I didn't want to peel it, so let me slice a few slices of cucumber on here. Cucumbers are really, and this is just a cucumber I got today, fresh cucumber. And I'm gonna put a tomato on it. There we go. Now I got to get a. Won't be able. Well, yeah, I guess you can. I don't really have a tomato knife, so I just use a good old. Oh, got this. Like a steak knife that I've used before years ago, and I don't use it so much now. But I keep them, and I use them for cutting them because it's serrated, and I like it for that. I'm going to cut this down. I think it's too big. Put those smaller slices on here. I'll just do one and show you one, and then I can do the other one when I get off of here. This will be awesome. It really will. This is something totally different. Okay. Put that back. I'm going to take and wash this off. Now, I'm going to put some of my sprouts on top. And these are already, they said they're already washed, and they're nice to get open. Oh, there we go. Nice alfalfa sprouts. Yes, it does, doesn't it? And like I said, they said they called for Boston lettuce, but I couldn't find any of that, so I just thought I'd use a regular lettuce leaf. And I'll just put some sprouts up on top. Well, this is not going to be easy to get out of the package, but I'll do it this way. I'll just do one. That way you can get the idea of what one looks like, and I'll take a picture of it. Okay, there. Now, what do you think of that? Isn't that colorful? Look at that. Pull this off. Oh, that's funny. I do too. I think it really does. It looks great. It's something that you can really enjoy. This could probably be put on tortilla things too if you want to, but it's a lettuce wrap, so I thought, well, I'll put it on a lettuce leaf. And I bought the tomato and the cucumber and the alfalfa sprouts so I could put them on here. Yes, it is. Good and healthy. You're absolutely right. It's good and healthy. It doesn't have anything in there that you can't have and everything that you want. So if you want to take a picture of it or screenshot that, you can. But it's awesome. And I'll go over the ingredients with you as to what's in here. So if you want to make it yourself, although I'll put it up on my vegan Facebook page and you'll have the idea of okay. 1 can of your chickpeas, drained and rinsed. 1 ripe avocado, peeled and seeded. You saw that was a big avocado. 2 stalks of celery, finely chopped. 2 tablespoons of onions, 2 green onions, finely chopped. 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. Salt and pepper to taste. And then it says here lettuce leaves. Of course, the toppings are alfalfa sprouts, sliced peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers. I forgot to put the peppers on, but I think this has got enough as it is with the alfalfa sprouts. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at that. Wow. I mean, that is very healthy. This is a lunch I haven't had in a long time, something like this. I was wanting to find something that was real simple to make. So when I found this on Pinterest, I thought, I'm going to make this. I put this over here. I thought, I'm going to make this because it's so easy to make, not hard at all. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. It's not hard to make, very simple, and it's very appetizing. I think the alfalfa sprouts really set it off. Really set it off great. I mean, you could put anything on it you want, you know, slice part of a tomato up there. Of course, I got another one I'm going to eat, so I'll use some more tomato, some more pickle, and some more alfalfa sprouts. You got that right, simply delish. I wonder if they make stuff like this on Food Network, because I never watched Food Network. Do they make their stuff on Food Network look this good? I know my daughter watches it. I know she likes Food Network because of the things they fix on there, but I'm just wondering if they take the time and really fix it up nice. Because like I said, I don't watch it, and I wanted to try something I've never made before, and I tried to get it according to the picture. I think I did a pretty good job. And the lettuce leaf, just ideal. Just break it off, and I wash the whole thing and break it off and use it and then put your stuff on there, and it really looks awesome because I'll have to eat it with a fork, of course. But what an awesome meal. Yeah, I do. Yeah, vegan forever. Yeah, I just go in there. Basically, I just go to the home. I just go into Pinterest, and because I'm logged in anyway, and there's vegan recipes mixed in with your regular recipes. You got Instapot recipes mixed in with everything. Now, I have done this where I'll go and just say vegan recipes made simple or whatever, and that's all I get is vegan recipes. Of course, you get other advertisements included, but I've seen other things not vegan in there too. So when I'm looking for something, I look for yes, I did. Yes, I did. Isn't that cute? So I do try to get as much vegan stuff as I can because that's all I do is vegan. I don't do anything else but vegan, and it's not hard. There's a lot on Pinterest. Oh my goodness. I mean, you can look all day long and still not find everything that you want on there. I mean, there's just everything you can name. I'm trying to, right now, find a pattern for a baby layette I can do for a gal in our church. Her baby's due in November. I haven't told her mom yet. I think I'm going to surprise her with it. But I'm trying. So Pinterest has got crocheted items on there, things that you can do, patterns and stuff. So there's an endless amount of items on Pinterest. It's just food to clothing to shoes to you name it. It's full of it. And my daughter got me started on Pinterest. She's been on Pinterest for a long time. And I thought, well, I know Pinterest has got a lot of stuff. And So I started going in there, and I'm having the best time ever looking on Pinterest trying to find things that I'm looking for. You know, vegan recipes, the same thing with now the Instapot. I will just go Instapot vegan recipes or vegan Instapot recipes or whatever. Can't remember how I worded it. And I find a lot of vegan recipes for the Instapot, which we know I use the quick cooker, a Pampered Chef quick cooker. But it's awesome. You can get an awful lot off of Pinterest if you really look hard enough. There's a lot there. I mean, you can't, and if people say they can't find anything, they're not taking enough time to look, because you most certainly can, because I look all the time, and I find a lot. I found this recipe this morning. When I was talking to my daughter, I found it. I thought, oh, I'm going to do this because it's simple enough to do. So I didn't have the sprouts, and I wanted to get me an avocado, and I wanted to get the lettuce. I didn't have the lettuce, so I went to the store closest to me, not Walmart. I didn't go there today. I went to another different store and went there and got the stuff I needed for this, and came home and looked at me. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. Here's my avocado chickpea lettuce wrap. It's all at the bottom, but I got tomatoes and pickles on top and alfalfa sprouts. Yep, I sure did. Yes, they are. They're the canned chickpeas is what they are. I mashed them. They were organic. I made sure I got organic ones. Now, that being said, they do have dried chickpeas. You have to cook them. But they said a can of chickpeas, which makes it a lot simpler. You know, you just mash them. You know, which they're hard to mash, but I finally got them mashed. And I just bought me a couple cans of organic chickpeas. That way I'll have them. Yeah, I do too. I've never really cooked them. I've got dried chickpeas, and basically what I've got them for is just to make chickpea flour in my Vitamix, because I can do that. But that's all I really use that for. I've never really used it for anything else. So I use the cans. As long as the instructions call for cans, I use the cans. It makes it a lot simpler. Just drain them and rinse them and put them in your whatever you're making. You know, there's so many things. I mean, they're versatile. They really are. I mean, I've done a lot with chickpeas lately. Every time you turn around, I'm doing something with chickpeas, whatever it might be. But they're good for you, you know. And when I saw this recipe, I thought, this is awesome. I know people are going to want to see this and want to try it, because it looks so appetizing. I want to bite into this yet, because I want to save it for my vegan Facebook page. But I'm going to let everybody know how it tastes when I get done with it, because I'm sure with the way this looks, doesn't that look so pretty? It really looks pretty. I mean, you got all healthy stuff in there. Yes, at Vitamix.com. I ordered them. Yes, I did the one I sent to my daughter. I got over a year ago at QVC. Thank you. You get you one. Yeah, I got mine at Vitamix.com. It just came on Friday. So I need to get the dry container for it though, because I don't want to get this wet container messed up with doing the grains and stuff. I'll order the dry container later. But for right now, it's fine just the way it is. But this recipe is a good recipe. I mean, look at that. Can you believe how good that is? You can see there's pickles under there, there's tomatoes under there, and I got my sprouts up on top. And you got your mixture of your avocado and your chickpeas with your onions and your what else did I put in there? Onions and let's see. I had lemon juice and onions and celery. Yeah, because it calls for 1 can of chickpeas, rinsed and drained, drained and rinsed. 1 ripe avocado, boy, it was ripe, peeled and seeded. 2 stalks of celery, finely chopped. 2 green onions, finely chopped. 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste, and lettuce leaves. That's all this calls for. This is iceberg lettuce. I've got another one sitting here that I'm going to use for the second one. But it's iceberg lettuce. Very good. Yeah, romaine seems to be really small. You can't get by. I've got some romaine, but I want to use the iceberg lettuce because there didn't seem to be enough room to put everything on the romaine. So, you know, I wanted to be able to put this on here and not let it fall off when I'm eating with a fork. So that's why I did that. And it called for Boston lettuce, but I've never heard of Boston lettuce. I don't know what it is. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know if anybody has it, so I didn't worry about it. Let me go ahead and throw this away. So I don't know. I don't know what the Boston lettuce is. I don't know what it looks like compared to the iceberg or the romaine. So I just used the lettuce that I bought. I bought some today. I bought the best lettuce I could find. You know, I don't like lettuce that's starting to turn brown on top. I bought some real good healthy lettuce, and I thought, oh, I'm going to use that for this recipe. This is awesome. Now this serves 4, so I'll have another meal or 2 with this. So this is awesome. It's going to be a good lunch. It really is. Healthy. You know, I'm always trying to find healthy ways of eating. And if you're trying to find healthy ways of eating, this is a good thing to try. You'll do your body good, you know. You're going to like it, and your body's going to like it too, because you're feeding your body something healthy and nutritious. I mean, alfalfa sprouts, they are awesome. I mean, people sometimes will just take alfalfa sprouts, put them on bread, and eat them just like that, have an alfalfa sprout sandwich. You can do that too. You know, with these alfalfa sprouts, that's a nice container of alfalfa sprouts. So I'll have been using these for a while. I'll probably find other ways to use the alfalfa sprouts too. But it's awesome what you can find. You know, and crazy, Walmart doesn't even carry alfalfa sprouts. I don't know what it is. They don't have them because I checked on the app and they don't have them. I thought, well, I'll go to someplace else that has them. And the other store, Albertsons, they happen to have them. I didn't see them right away and had to ask a guy to show me where they're at. And they have all different kinds. They got broccoli sprouts and the alfalfa sprouts, a few other sprouts they had. And I said, well, I need the alfalfa sprouts. That's what it called for. But that's awesome. The alfalfa sprouts make it look so. The alfalfa sprouts make it look so good. Yep, here it is. Yep, it is. It's going to be delicious. It's got a can of chickpeas in it. 1 ripe avocado peeled, 2 stalks of celery that are chopped, 2 green onions that are chopped, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. So I bought a lemon and squeezed the half of it. You get about a tablespoon out of a half of a lemon, and then salt and pepper to taste. It doesn't say how much, and then you have your lettuce leaves. Hi, Hannah. Good to see you. I didn't see you come in. And this is what you get. Look at it. Hi, Alexis. I even talked a little bit before I started this, and look at this. This looks awesome. And I know it's going to taste good. Welcome back, Hannah. There's a can of chickpeas in here. Diet food is right. You could eat it too, Alexis. You probably wouldn't gain any points or anything from okay, I figured so. You probably wouldn't have many points that you would have off on Weight Watchers with this. But it's a can of chickpeas. I've got 2 celery stalks chopped, 2 green onions chopped, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I bought a lemon and I squeezed half of it. It's got 4 lettuce leaves here. And it's got a ripe avocado. It was a huge avocado, about like this. And I put that in there. Lots of points on avocados. Really? Oh my goodness, this was a huge avocado. But I mashed it up in the bottom. You can see, I mashed it all up in the bottom. The chickpeas at the bottom. But doesn't that look good? Now this is iceberg lettuce. I put it on iceberg lettuce. And I thought that really, and I bought a cucumber and I bought a tomato to put on the top. Yeah, it will be. Yes, I am. Yes, certainly am. Yes, I'm posting this on my vegan Facebook page. So I'll have this because it's going to be awesome. Yeah, you're right. It does. It does. Wow, 1/4 of a meat. Wow. Well, it'd be a lot of points for this in Alexis because it was a huge avocado. Let me tell you, a huge avocado about like that. Really big. I bought another one the same size, only it's not quite as ripe, and I'll show you what I mean. This is how big the avocado is in this. This is how big the avocado was. This is not quite as ripe, so I'm going to have to let this ripen up. I know you get 23 points. You could almost get with just this. Look at this avocado. Isn't that huge? I couldn't believe when I saw this big avocado. I thought, oh my Lord, look at that. It's not quite ripe. I don't know. I don't know really what kind it is. They didn't say. But this is a mighty big avocado. Oh, it doesn't say on it at all. It's just got your scan, but it doesn't have. It might be. I don't know. Yeah, that's a big avocado, isn't it? At Iowa, I've never seen those things that big. So I used the whole avocado because it called for a whole avocado. And I thought, well, this is going to be a good meal with a whole avocado. I just mashed the chickpeas first. Then took the avocado, I peeled it and took the pit out and mashed it with the rest of the chickpeas, and I used the whole avocado. This is going to be a good meal. This is what it looks like in the bowl before you add your cucumber, your tomato, and your sprouts. This is what it looks like. This is your avocado, your celery, your onions, and lemon juice, and chickpeas. This is actually 4 servings, so I'll have several meals out of this. It's actually 4 servings, Alexis. Yeah, it does. It has lots of protein. You're right. Lots of protein. An avocado is so good anyway. That's why I chose this recipe, because I thought, oh man, I love avocados. They are so nice to have, And I hadn't really liked avocados until recently, and now I start buying avocados, and boy, I can't stop eating those things. They're so good, But when I saw those at the store, I thought, wow. So so see, that's all you could use, but I used the whole avocado, so you can see how many points that would be. That would be a lot of points for you, Alexis, since I used the whole avocado. A lot of points. A quarter of an avocado, 3 points. Whoa! You'd almost have almost half your points just in that one big avocado. But it's good for you, though. It really is. It's really, really good. It's kind of sad in a way that you have to use a point system, because you're allotted so much. That kind of takes the fun out of it, really. But I can understand it in another hand, too, because they don't want you overdoing. It's too much of a good thing. It's everything in moderation. That's what I always say. You have to do everything in moderation. And that's what I do. Everything in moderation. I'll have several meals out of this, so this will go into an airtight container in the refrigerator, and I'll have it for another meal. So I got another thing of lettuce to if I want another one. But it's awesome. Moderation doesn't work for you. It doesn't for a lot of people. That's the problem. It does not work. Because I'm like a lot of people. Once I start eating something, I can't stop, especially if it's good. Yeah, it should work for you. It should. Yeah, I mean, it's working for Alexis. She's losing every week that she gets weighed in. She may not be losing a whole pound, but she's losing. A loss is a loss is a loss. She's not gaining, so that's a good thing. So Weight Watchers might be a good thing, but you're only allotted 23 points a day, so you have to weigh everything out and measure everything to make sure you're not going over your points. Now, Alexis has the app on her phone, so she can more or less scan something to find out how many points that's really going to be. And yeah, it's better than gaining. You're right, Alexis. Yeah, yes, that's what I say. Alexis, keep it up. She's doing really, really well. She's probably got a goal like everybody else has. You get a certain goal, and you hope you can attain that goal in a short period of time. However, you don't want to lose weight too quickly. Oh, thank you for the super. Whoa, look at those. Oh, my goodness. Randy, thank you. Can always count on Randy. Wow, look at that. Look at my My avocado chickpea lettuce wrap. Oh, yeah. Yep. Wow. Wow, thank you so much for the super hearts. Wow. Whoa. You can see you can see in January, right? But the thing of it is, you got to be careful. You know, like I said, everything in moderation. Well, moderation is hard, especially if there's something you really, really like and you start eating it, and it's so good, you eat it and you eat it like cashews. Oh my goodness! I start eating cashews, salted cashews, and if I don't stop myself, I'll be eating way too many because there's a lot of fat in them, you know. So I say I got to stop eating these, but they're really good. They're just so hard to stop with. But yeah, I have to put the bag up and say, nope, no more today. Got it. Yes, you will, Alexis. It'll be amazing to see how much lighter you will be. You'll probably feel much better too. You'll have more energy. You'll be a little bit more energetic, maybe, because not that you're not energetic now, because you're so energetic when you come on Periscope. My goodness. But your energy level will go way up. Your sleeping pattern should probably change too. Yeah, you're right. It is a red light food you can't stop eating. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. And it's like potato chips. You know how they say with Lay's potato chips, you can't eat just one. They're right. You can't just eat one. You got to go and go and go. You sleep like a log? Well, that's good. That's awesome that you do. I sometimes do too. Sometimes I'll sleep like a log, and then the next morning I'll wake up and it's time to get out, 5 o'clock or whatever, it's time to wake up. Or if my dogs want to go to the bathroom by 4:30, I'm up at 4:30 my time to take them out to the bathroom. And then I figure, might as well stay up, get my shower, and start and read the Bible and whatever, and stay up, And then when it gets daylight, then I walk the dogs and get them their exercise. But it's so hard. I mean, there's so many foods that I like, but boy, I got to be careful how much I eat of them, or I'm going to be ballooning right back up there like I was. And I don't intend to balloon myself back up there, because it took me a long time to get this the way I am, and it's very easy to go back to the same way you was eating before. You wake up at 4 to late pee lately. Oh my goodness. I off and on. I can sometimes get up earlier than that. But I love eating food. I think we all do. But I don't want to live to eat. I want to eat to live. But like I said, there are some foods that if you start eating them, you can't stop, because moderation is very hard. Like your cashews. Peanuts is another one. Potato chips. Oh my goodness. You can start eating those things, and if you don't watch yourself, you'll eat half a bag or whatever, and you think, whoa, where'd the bag go? Well, it went down your stomach is where it went. So I try to limit what I eat. If I'm going to eat potato chips at lunchtime or something, I'll just put some on my plate, take some out of the bag and put some on my plate, and that's all I eat, which is probably the smart thing to do. Portion control. I portioned it out so I don't eat any more than that, and I don't. After I eat what's on my plate, I say that's enough. That's what I have to start doing, is it's deciding to put it on a plate or in a bowl or whatever, and say that's it. Whatever I eat in here, I'm not having any more. We all need to do that. And we all have to, like I said, you have to all be aware of what's in your foods. You buy something in the store, be sure to check the ingredients on it, because you don't know what's in it until you check that ingredient list. Oh no, that's sad. That can happen. I think that's what happens to those ones yes, In Trouble is right. If you've ever seen that show, 600-Pound Life, My 600-Pound Life, I watched it. I don't watch it anymore, but I've watched it before. And they do the same things. They just keep eating and eating and eating, or they get so big that their stomachs just stretches way out of proportion. And then they wonder why they got so big. So then they go to this doctor in Houston for help. But the thing of it is, some of them are way too heavy. And in order for him to do the surgery, they have to lose about 50 to 75 pounds, which is very hard to do. Because if he does it before they lose the weight. He said it's too dangerous. They could die on the operating table. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Oh. See, he didn't know what he was doing when he started eating like that, and his stomach started ballooning. He didn't realize how he was hurting himself. And now he realizes it too late. That's the problem. Oh, definitely. What is his name? So I can take him up to the Lord in prayer by his name. Because I feel a little bit better if I can call him out by name and use his name and ask the Lord to help him, because he does need help. We don't want anything to happen to him at all, you know. There is a gal on my Facebook. She used to be a member of my church. Oh, okay. She was a member of my church. She lives in Nevada, I think, or California now. I think Nevada. She goes to work every day, and her husband has been suffering with Alzheimer's. And he's gotten to the point where he didn't know who she was. Some days were better than others. She said she went to work on Monday. She came home, and he was dead when she got home. So what a shock for her to find him. But he had taken a nap and fallen asleep. But you know, it's so sad when they go that fast like that. But we've all been talking to her on Facebook and giving her our wishes. Yeah, I know. It's sad. He was the love of her life. They were so happy together. And he would come into church with a smile on his face, and to think, that's never going to see that face again. You know, it's sad. You know, when they'd come to visit, she'll come to visit now without him, because he's gone. You know, but we don't live forever. You know, like I said, he got to the point where he had Alzheimer's. There's another lady in my church that she's got her husband in the home because he started forgetting where he was at, and he'd start walking out the front door. And he'd get to the point where he didn't know where when he walked out the front door, where direction his house was to get back home again. So the police had to help find him one night. And she said, I can't take care of you like this. So she put him in a nursing home. And it's a good thing she did, because he's diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And she says, you know what's really sad is when he remembers who I am. When he remembers who she is, he wants to go home. So she's hoping that he doesn't remember her as much when she goes to see him. She goes twice a week. But she said if he doesn't remember her, then he doesn't want to go home. But you know, I really feel sorry for her too. I ask her when she comes to church, I ask her, well, how's he doing? She says, oh, he's okay. He's got good days, he's got bad days. I guess that's how Alzheimer's goes. Good days and bad days. Yeah, it is. It is tough. It is tough. It's very tough on her. She didn't come to church for a while because she decided to spend the day with him, to go over to read the Bible with him and stuff, you know, so he wouldn't forget. But now she's coming again. She goes in the afternoon after church to see him. She goes on Thursdays and Saturdays now to see him. But she said it's really sad when he starts remembering who she is and, oh, I want to get out of here. Why can't I go home? He doesn't realize he can't, because if he gets home, he's going to be so forgetful he'll go walk out the door. I mean, he was gone a long time before they found him. The police didn't know if he was dead or alive. And when I heard that, I thought, oh my goodness. It was terrible for her, because she was just sitting on pins and needles. She did not know what to do. She couldn't find him. Nobody knew where he was at. And finally, I guess he was spotted, and the police found him, and they brought him back home. But he lost his way. He lost his way and couldn't find his way back home. And there's another one that passed in our church that passed away years ago. Same thing with him. He was in a nursing home. Only this one, he left the nursing home, never made it back, because he lost his way. He died in the cold. It was freezing cold outside, and he froze to death. But he didn't. But that's the bad thing with Alzheimer's patients. When they lose their way, you know, if nobody's there to help them, something's going to happen. You know. Yeah, you're right. It should carry a name. You're right. Carry a name tag. Yeah, I know. And it was so sad that he died because it was so cold outside that he just could not find his way back. You know. That's sad when that happens. Oh, I pray the Lord I never get Alzheimer's. Oh, man. Yeah, I think you're right. That is the smartest thing to do. But I should mention that to Eileen. But Bill will not get out. I think he's going to stay in there. They won't let him out because of his Alzheimer's, because it's getting to the point where it's getting worse. You know, they always say some days are better. But like this one that just passed away on Monday, she said most days he was good. But the days he was bad, it got really bad. He just didn't remember her. He didn't know where he was at or anything. Plus, he suffered with a lot of health problems as well. So you put that all together. It was only a matter of time before he passed away. And when she posted on Facebook that she said her husband had passed away, I just sat and bawled. I had tears in my eyes, and I thought, oh my goodness, because that man was such a loving man. He was so kind to everybody. Always came in church with a smile on his face, you know. And he loved her dearly, and she loved him. And now to lose your spouse like that is so difficult. Early onset of Alzheimer's. Yes, that stuff. I guess that from what they say, it progresses slow. But when it gets to the stage where they forget everything and they forget who you are, that really gets bad, you know. And there's no cure for it or anything like that. I got another lady in my church that she has got Parkinson's. She was just diagnosed with Parkinson's. However, she's on medication. The doctor said they caught it in time because she's been shaking really bad on both sides. They got the one side stopped. Now they got to stop the other side. They said by her taking this medication, they caught it in time, and maybe they get the shaking to stop permanently. But she would get so tired, and her heart, they couldn't figure out what was wrong. But they finally diagnosed her with Parkinson's because her husband, he has to take care of her. He says when she goes out to walk, he says, I got to walk with her and I got to hold her. He says because she can't, and they're in their late 70s. So it's hard on somebody that's in their 70s like that to take care of the other one. He hasn't been in the best of health himself, although he's a lot better than her. So he says, well, I have to take her walking with me. I can't let her walk by herself because she'll never make it home. She'll fall. You know, we always ask about her every Sabbath when we go to church. I always ask how she's doing because I'm concerned because she's not there. We miss her. She hasn't been to church for over a month. I'm hoping she comes back pretty soon. But we got to pray for our loved ones, the people that we know that are hurting, because we hope and pray someday that we're not in that position, you know. Because I would never want to get Alzheimer's. It got to the point where I didn't remember who my family was, remember my own name either. Oh, that's terrible. But it can strike anybody at any time. You know, we've got to be really careful about that, you know, too. So I'm going to be coming in here as long as God gives me the will to do that. And as long as I can remember everything and remember who you are, I'll be here. Praise the Lord, I never get Alzheimer's. I mean, it strikes so many people. You know, it's such a serious thing, and it's really bad anymore, you know. Between that and cancer and everything else, you know, my daughter-in-law, she's cancer-free right now, which is after she had her uterus removed because she had polyps on her uterus that caused concern for the doctor. So they gave her she had a full hysterectomy a few weeks ago, and she's doing a lot better because they were concerned because she had breast cancer back in 2012. They thought maybe their cancer would come back, so they didn't want that to happen. So they removed it because you can get cervical cancer if they don't take everything out. And I've had all mine removed back in, I think it was 94. I had everything removed. So I don't have that to worry about. But she's doing so much better. She's happy, and they go on camping trips and stuff like that. But unfortunately, and this is a sad part of it, the job she's had for about 10, 15 years. Guess what? She just got laid off. I'm thinking, whoa! And she was the secretary of the school. But they took her job and they combined it with somebody else's and let her go. My son is not too happy about it. He's really upset with the way it went down. But now she's got to go look for another job. And I'm thinking, she was a fixture there. She was there the whole time the kids were going to school there. Now they're out of school. You know, my granddaughter, she's in high school, but she's being homeschooled. So she's got senior year to go. Her brother, my grandson, he's been out for a few years. But you know, it's terrible when you think your job is secure. You've had it 12, 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden they pull the rug out from underneath you. You know, I can't figure that one out. I really can't understand it. But you know, it is what it is. Just like businesses. They're around for a long time, then all of a sudden, they're no longer. I went to a place, a few years back called Fashion Bug. It's not too far from where I live, and I'd buy stuff in Fashion Bug. Next thing I know, it was closed up because they just couldn't make it. Now they've got a dollar store in there. Dollar Tree, I think it is. They put that in there. Well, Dollar Tree always seems to go good. So I didn't go in there today and look for anything because I wanted to get home. But it's amazing how things are, you know, you never know. Things can just like that, they can be gone. You know, a person could be gone. Your business that you may have had your whole life can be gone. You never, ever know. So we never take anything for granted anymore, you know. I know I don't. I don't take my health for granted or anything. Don't take my family for granted because they could be here today and gone tomorrow. I mean, we came so close to losing my daughter-in-law that she almost felt like she was going to die because she was that bad. But she had 27 lymph nodes removed and she was in real bad shape. But she came out of it. She has not had cancer again. She has periodical mammograms. I think once a year she has mammograms. Hi, good to see you. And so she's doing fine right now. Her hair never did grow back the way it's supposed to, though. She still has bald stuff on the top of her head. She had my grandson shave her head completely bald after she was diagnosed with the cancer because she knew her hair was going to fall out anyway for the chemo. So she started wearing a wig. Well, after her hair started growing back in, she took the wig off. I told her, I said, you're a beautiful woman regardless of whether you have a wig or you don't. So she's her hair's grown back some. She used to have beautiful long hair in the middle of her back. Curly, because she had natural curly hair. Well, no more. So, you know, we take life for granted sometimes, but we can't really do that. We have to take each day as it comes and live each day like it's our last because we never know. We never know. And to those that are just coming in here, this is my lunch for today. I haven't eaten it yet. I wanted to save it for this Periscope because I wanted to make this because I like the way it looks. It is so beautiful. It has got 1 can of chickpeas, and I'll tell you what, drained and rinsed. 1 ripe avocado. It was a huge avocado, peeled and seeded. 2 stalks of celery, finely chopped, and I used the food chopper for that. 2 green onions. I really didn't use a food chopper for that. I kind of got them as sharp as small as I could. 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, and that was half of the lemon. Salt and pepper to taste, and then 4, it says Boston lettuce leaves. I haven't found the Boston lettuce leaves. I'm just using the iceberg lettuce. But this came out really, really nice. This is going to be very pleasant to eat. And I put the cucumber and the tomato and the sprouts on here as the topping. You can put any toppings on it you want. You could even put some peppers on here if you want. But I decided I'm going to put on here a cucumber and tomato because this is what it looks like without the toppings on. This is the mixture. You put it on your lettuce and then you add your toppings. Nice green color, isn't it? With the can of chickpeas and the mashed avocado with your carrots and your celery and your onion is in here. That's what's in here. And then everything else is on the toppings. But this is a very simple thing to make. And if I can do it and Alexis can do it, you can do it. Take things, find a recipe that you like, you want to try, make it yourself. You can do it. Anybody can do it. If we can do it, you can do it. Because you know something? It's going to taste a lot better when you make it yourself, use your own hands, use tender loving care, than use the process method. Because when they process it, there's everything. The processing method is horrible. The stuff it goes through. Yes, it is. It's very healthy. Absolutely. That's why when I found this on Pinterest, I told my daughter, I says, I'm going to make this because I know it's going to be good. And she's not here right now because she's picking up my son-in-law from work. But this is going to be awesome. I'm going to be enjoying eating this. This will fill me up. It really will. But it's healthy. I don't have to worry about what I put in it because I know what I put in it. And you know, chickpeas are so versatile. There are so many recipes that call for chickpeas. And what I bought was the organic chickpeas. I like to buy organic whenever I can. You know, pretty good sized chickpeas too. Of course, I drained them and I rinsed them and then mashed them. Use the, let's see, where did I put it? Use this, of course, to mash them. This does a real good job mashing them. I use this for mashed potatoes too, but it sure does a good job on your veggies, you know. Use that on the avocado too, the mix and mash. I love doing that. Welcome to everybody that's coming in, and thank you for coming in. This is my lunch. A nice looking lunch, isn't it? Isn't this beautiful? Look at that. And you can see there's the avocado and that on the bottom, but look at the alfalfa sprouts on top. I'm going to love, you know, I haven't had alfalfa sprouts in so long, and I'm going to really enjoy these because you can make a lot of sandwiches with these. I bought these at the store today. Oh, you love hummus? This really isn't hummus, though. I could have probably put hummus on it. But all it is a can of chickpeas, an avocado, two celery stalks, and two green onions chopped up, mixed in here. This is the mixture. And then I took it, put it on a lettuce leaf, and then I added a cucumber, tomato, and my sprouts. I'm not really saying they do. I think pretty much they all taste the same. The only reason I like organic is because you know that it doesn't have chemicals on them. You know, when they grew them, they didn't have chemicals. That's the only reason I like to get organic. However, organic is not feasible for everybody. It's expensive, so you got to be careful. I buy organic when I can. The store I went to today, they had organic. I thought, well, I might just as well buy me a couple cans of organic chickpeas. I want to make this again, I'll have another can. So that's what I do at Walmart, too. I try to buy organic chickpeas. I think they're a lot better. And I've noticed that when you open them up, too, the juice is a lot different than the ones that are not organic. I know the juice on the cans that are not as organic, they seem like they're cloudy. I don't know why. Maybe that's just me. I mean, the chickpeas and everything taste okay, but you got to rinse them real well. Drain them and rinse them. Now, however, that being said, you can take that aquafaba, because that's what the chickpea juice is aquafaba. You can take it and whip it up. You can make whipped cream. You can put it in other recipes that you might have for aquafaba. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, my goodness. They're not supposed to. Let's put it that way. They're not supposed to. But still, I still take the organic chickpeas and I rinse them. I rinse them and drain them. I don't eat them unless I rinse them off first. Real good. Run them under clear water. And then, drain them. I don't want to do that. I drain them out and then rinse them under clear water, because you never know. I've heard that too. That you got to be so careful. It may say organic, but it may not be completely organic. Yeah, you do. You certainly do. You got to wash everything completely. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you. Welcome. Here's my lunch for today. Doesn't that look appealing? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's on a bed of a leaf lettuce. It's just a can of chickpeas, one avocado, two stalks of celery, two green onions. Let's see, a tablespoon of lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste, and your lettuce leaves. That's basically what this is. Now this is the chickpeas, the avocado, the celery, and the onion. This is in the mixture. You mix that all up first, and then you put it on your bed of lettuce, and then I added a sliced part of the cucumber up. It's been washed, sliced it up, didn't peel it or anything, sliced it up, then had my washed tomato, sliced it up, put it on there, and then some alfalfa sprouts on the top. No, I haven't. I've never heard that. Huh. Well, I don't, some things you can't believe everything you hear anyway. You got to be careful. You don't take everything for what it's like anyway. I don't when I hear something, I check into it myself. I really don't believe everything I hear, because people can fabricate stuff. I'm not saying it's not true, but you've got to do your own research. Don't believe everything you hear unless you do your own research and you find out that it's really true, because they can fabricate it to make it sound it's bad. But I have never heard that. I will do my own research and I will find out. Organic, I know it can. My daughter says she loves sprouts too. They don't have much of a taste to them, but they don't need to have much of a taste to them. I think they set this off really nicely. That's true. That you would have to wash everything to be safe. You wash everything to be safe, just to be on the safe side. The lettuce was washed. All the veggies are washed. You never know. Even though it says organic, I still wash them anyway, because you do not know. So you have to be safe. Oh, really? Oh, really? Because they got salmonella? Because, when they start recalling stuff, it's scary. You start seeing that stuff, and I don't eat a lot. Oh, that stuff's bad. But when they start recalling stuff, it makes you wonder what in the world is going on that they have to recall all this stuff and people are getting salmonella. What is, what's going on? But you got to be so careful. Even though everything's been washed, you better wash it again. You know. And I take my lettuce like Alexis does. You wash it. And then I got the bowls from Pampered Chef. Just put it in the bowl with a Scott towel underneath. And you know that keeps for weeks. The lettuce I had kept for weeks. It was amazing. Yeah, you're probably, not handled right. That's possible. That's possible. Yeah, and that's scary. That's why I don't really trust a lot of things that you buy in the store. That's why I try to avoid buying anything that's been processed, because you don't know how many people does that go through before it finally gets processed. It goes through a lot of people. That this is not a scope for that. Sorry. Oh, mute that person. Gotta mute that person. You don't know the processing. How many people it goes through when it's processed? I don't know. I don't know how many people it goes through when it's processed like that. But just the fact that it's processed sends up a red flag to me saying, listen, look at here. Look at the chemicals in this. Here, this chemical, this chemical, this chemical. What are the chemicals? Where'd they come from? We do not know. We don't know how many, you don't know the components of those chemicals. You know they're not good for you. And they only put them in there as preservatives, But when you make it yourself, you know what's in it. You don't have to guess. You look at your recipe. It says, oh, yeah, that's what I put in it. I made it with love with my own hands. Oh, yes, you would have to. Yes, you would have to. There's one thing I heard. I think it was leeks. There's something I saw on YouTube. I was watching a YouTube video that you really have to wash good, and I think that's leeks, because dirt gets down in there, and if you don't clean it out, you'll be eating that dirt. I believe that was it. There was something I was seeing a while back. Okay, that's what I thought. Boy, well, see, they can't clean it completely. They evidently don't take the pains to clean it right when they send it to the store. So you got to rewash it, wash it and rewash it and make sure you get all that dirt, because I don't want to eat that dirt, You don't know. And it's like Alexa said, you wash your fruits and veggies because you don't know who handled them. You do not know the person that handled them, if they were sick when they handled them, if it got fallen in something or what, and then they just put it in a bag or whatever. You do not know. So you have to be sure and wash everything before you eat it. And I've learned that from Alexis, and I start washing everything before I eat it, because I do not know where it came from. I do not know who handled it. You can't be sure. You cannot be sure. Even though it may say organic, you can't be sure. So you got to really be safe, because, the salmonella is so strong out there. And it's so, people are getting a lot of it. Go to farmer's market. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. We got a farmer's market here too I'm going to have to go to. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, soak them to make sure they're clean enough. Right. Well, when I when I rinse the chickpeas, I rinse them until there's clear water. Because when you first rinse them, you're not going to have clear water. You keep rinsing them and rinsing them and rinsing them until they have clear water. Till I see they're clean enough and clear water runs through them, and then I know they're fine. Because I never put the chickpeas in anything without rinsing them first. You just can't do that. It's better safe than sorry. Same thing with your fruits and veggies. You wash Alexis enough. That's what she does with hers. She washes all hers. She even washes the bananas because she doesn't know who's handled them. You don't know who's had their hands on your food before you get it. You don't know what that person's been through. You don't know what they're going through now. So you got to make sure that you take care and make sure that everything is rinsed completely. So that's what I do. I make sure I rinse everything completely, because I don't want to eat dirt, and I'm sure you don't either. I don't think anybody can see my dowel. I'm going to bring this up here and put it up here so you can see it better. Okay. Well, there, a little better. Well, she's fallen over. I can't do it. I can do it this way for a little bit temporarily until I get off of here. There we go. Put my dowel up there so you can see her. I don't have a stand for her. I'll have to get a stand for her. But anyway, if you want a dowel like that, Simone on Instagram, dolls.lol, will make you a dowel. I know. I know. It looks just like me. She wanted a picture of me. She says, well, send me your picture of you. She says, well, what color of your eyes? I said, they're brown. So there's brown buttons for the eyes. And I like the way she made my lips and she made my nose. Isn't that cute? And it was so adorable. And she told me this morning, she says, you're adorable. And I thought that was so sweet for her to say so. You know, she does a very good job. The dolls aren't cheap, but they're worth every penny of it. She takes the time. I think I'm gonna go now because I need to eat this. Yeah, it is. I think it was $39.90 just for the doll, and then you have shipping and handling after that. So I ended up paying about, oh gosh, $55 total with the doll and the shipping. So it was not cheap, but it's worth it. Anyway, so I wanted to put it up there so everybody could see it. So anyway, I'm going to go for now because I want to eat this. So I'm going to make this my final shot. So I thank you all for coming in and sharing this out and being here for me. I love the replay viewers coming in too. I hope you can share this out as well. And until we meet again, take care and have a great night. Bye. See you. Take care. God bless and love you all. Bye-bye. You're so very welcome and bye-bye.